When Fit Fitness reached out to me and talked to me about the 40-inch BT4 rebounder, I was interested because I'm always looking for things that are simple that can help me stay active as I uh, get older. And living in a tiny home, of course, there was an instant need to make sure I had something that didn't take over my whole uh, deck, because where I had planned to put it was on my screened-in porch, and I had to measure the width of it, which was the 40 inches around, and make sure it would go in the space that I had in mind, which and it fits perfectly. And if I'm not using it, I can pull down the handle and lay it up against the screen if I need that space in there. So far, I haven't needed it, and I've just left it down because it's easier for me. So I think for me, a big thing is not feeling like I'm buying something and it's a piece of exercise equipment. And for some reason, I don't know why, it always turns into a coat rack for me because I typically will say, well, I get my exercise doing yard work, coming up and down the stairs constantly during the day, doing housework and doing things around the house and projects and stuff. And I get my exercise that way. Rebounder doesn't really feel like exercise to me. It's kind of fun. Kind of reminds me when I was a kid on a trampoline. That's pretty much what it feels like. And so I think for me, it's also low impact. So if you are like me and have problems with your knees sometimes, you're not going to feel that when you bounce on it, and you can bounce as high or as low as you want. And I think that is one of the things that I liked. And of course, being in a tiny home, I couldn't get like a treadmill or something like that, which I'm not really a fan of treadmills anyway, because I feel like I'm on it and I have to exercise because I'm not really moving. I'm not really going anywhere. Whereas a rebounder, I don't know, it feels kind of like, I don't know, it kind of feels like when I was a kid rebounding on it. So I really like them. I've had one in the past. I think the B4, uh, the BT4, I'm sorry, I think is a really big upgrade from the one that I had a few several years ago. This one is like really sturdy. It sits on my deck, really sturdy. There's no wobble to it. The legs are really very sturdy, and there's a handle, which my old one didn't have a handle, which is really needed for security, getting off and on it, holding it while you're on it, or not holding it, depending on how your balance is. So I think having to feel secure on the patio and not with any wobble was really, really important to me. Also, is it easy to get on and off of? It's not too high up off of the ground, and I think that that is probably a big thing. Also, it's not noisy. Um, I can't hear anything when I'm bouncing on it. The bungee cords are really, really um, thick. And I'm just comparing it to the one I had before. The bungee cords are really thick and really secure. And they also throw in extra set of bungee cords if you ever want to replace them. Those are there, but I would imagine that these bungee cords last a long time. Even with me having it outside and it's outside in the weather, it is a screened in and covered patio that I have. So I imagine that even if it does get a little wet with rain, maybe if we have rain with the wind and it comes into the porch, I don't think it'll be a problem. It's rained a couple of times since I've had it because I've been trying it out for the last couple of weeks, and it's rained a couple of times and it hasn't done any damage or made any difference to it. Just because it's all painted, Mine's black, matches my patio, and it's pretty um, un. What's the word I'm looking for? Unconsuming from the road when you're going by. Nobody really knows I have a mini trampoline up here, a rebounder up here from the road. They can't see it unless, of course, I'm bouncing on it. Then they're wondering what I'm doing. So I could start a trend around here in the tiny home park of people rebounding in the mornings. It's nice in the mornings when it's cool to go out and do it. That's probably the best time because I'm up early anyway. I'm out and about on the patio, and it's easy because it's there and it reminds me, oh yeah, I'm going to get on it for a few minutes. The dogs have even checked it out. They've gotten on it, and and cat's gotten on it, and so everybody has tested it out, and it is secure. It does feel smooth. When I compare it to the one that I bought a few years ago, it's just no comparison. This is like really top of the line, and it's secure. It is heavy, um, but it's not so heavy that you can't move it around. Even, I put it together by myself. Putting it together was pretty easy. You just put the legs on, and then you put the handle on, and that's was pretty much it. Uh, it was pretty much a I mean, I think I had it together in less than 20 minutes, and that was by myself. I didn't have any help with that. I didn't really need any help with it. If you're someone that likes a really hard cardio workout, probably a rebounder is not going to be for you. But if you're looking for something more gentle on your joints that gives you that workout and that doesn't take a whole lot of your time during the day, and if you have a spot, make sure you have a spot. You may not live in a tiny home like me, but you're still bringing in a piece of equipment that is going to have to go somewhere. So make sure you measure to know where you want to put it and you've got the space for it. That's really important, especially in a tiny home. But even if you're not in a tiny home, uh, you'll have to find a place to put it. One thing I would say, if you are somebody that has a lot of balance issues, I've talked before about my partner having MS. Her biggest thing is balance. So she has a lot of balance, a lot of ataxia. Uh, she can use it. However, you need to have somebody spot you, even though it has a handle, even though it's secure to the ground. If you have balance issues, the handle alone isn't going to be enough. Make sure you have somebody spot you, and you may want to go and try one out. I don't know. Maybe you can get a 24-hour gym membership or something where they have the rebounders and you can actually try them out to see if it's something that you could do if you have the balance issues. Because that was the only thing I was a little concerned about. Because while she did try it, I had to be there to help her to get on, even with the handle, and she held the handle and she got herself on it. But there's still, that balance issue that it's a little scary if somebody would get on it with balance issues alone. So I think when this company reached out to me, it really wasn't about, oh, great, another piece of equipment, because I've had, like probably most of you, have had multiple home gym equipment over the years, and they become a coat rack after the first month or so. And that's something that I wasn't interested in. But since I had used a rebounder in the past, and I thought, yeah, it was pretty cool. But remembering mine was pretty, it never really sat flat, so it was a little wobbly. It was a cheapy one. And so this one, though, feels sturdy and it feels like it will last. So I think I will use it in the long run. And I want to try to work it into my daily routine. So I'm using it, even if it's 5, 15, 20 minutes a day, it's something. And I'm doing something to get some kind of a workout going on. And it's not high impact to my joints, hasn't left me sore or anything like that the next day, which I really like. I think too is that I was looking for things that can adapt into my space, into my tiny home, into my next chapter of my life after going through a layoff and all of those things that I've been through this year. I was looking for something that would adapt to my new way of life, my next chapter in my life. And I feel like this could fit. And so I'm pretty happy with it. If you're interested in this particular model, if you're interested in a rebounder, regardless, I definitely recommend this one. I will leave a link below which offers you a discount. If you use that link, you'll get a discount when you purchase it. And if you have any specific questions about that I didn't answer in this video, please let me know, and I will. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you there. And I guess that is it for now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye for now.